Welcome, and I hope you all are having a good day, good week, good time, whatever it is. And if you're not, that's okay too. I hope you feel better soon. Some things we'll be learning on this channel are called soft skills. So, this video is a quick lesson in what are soft skills and basically why should you care. Soft skills are basically skills that anybody can learn that are, it's not really technical, like learning to fix a car. It's kind of people skills and also skills concerning yourself. So this all makes more sense once you have kind of the list of specifics. So the first soft skill is interpersonal. And this is person to person. Basically, it's people skills. So that can be a challenging one for some of us. Some people are more naturally prone to be good with this, and other people can learn. So basically, do you know how to talk to people, interact with people? Can you connect with other people? And do you feel comfortable doing so? And again, it is a skill, so it's something that can be developed through practice, even if it's not something that feels great right away when you try. Second skill is problem solving. So, can you solve a problem? Do you have the grit, basically, to continue trying something even when it's difficult? Are you kind of innovative where you try different things to solve it? The next is communication skills. So, how are your skills when you talk to other people? Can you communicate your thoughts and feelings clearly, succinctly, and do they match what you really need or feel? This is a tricky one for people, but it is a skill. There's even a communication skills degree in college. My husband did it before he did engineering. So it is something that can be learned. If you take the time to learn something, you'll get it. Adaptability is the fourth one. So basically, adaptability is, can you adapt how you behave, what you expect, your ways of moving about in the world according to the situation? So, of course, we don't want to act the same way at a party as we would at school. That's adaptability. It comes naturally, honestly, for most of us. You just have to realize when you're doing it if it's something that you want to be more intentional about. The next one is time management. So basically, how do you manage your time in getting things done? For example, a good one you guys would understand would be homework. Do you know how to get things done on time? Do you prioritize those things according to what you need to do first and what can wait till later? That's another thing I am going to do a more specific video about if you struggle with that. A lot of people do, so make sure you tune into that once I do it. And the last one is critical thinking. Now, critical thinking is something that, like most of these things, comes more naturally to some people than others. But again, practice means better. I like that better than saying practice makes perfect. So, critical thinking essentially is, are you able to truly think about what you're doing, what's happening, and use that information to make a better, more informed, and well-rounded decision? So that was a quick debrief about what the soft skills actually are. And again, I'll be doing videos that kind of cater to these skills. So if there's one in particular, or two or three in particular that you're interested in, just stay tuned for those things. The next question I want to ask is something that some of you might be wondering, which is, why should you care? Developing your soft skills can help with your relatability to others, whether it's people your own age or adults. If you have those sort of skills that actually are practices within yourself and with others, it helps you be more relatable to others, get along with others better, be more clear about what you want and what you need, and be able to move through the world more easily. It also is very beneficial for if you plan to go through school or you plan to get a job right away or get a job in the future, whatever, these are very important skills in school and in workplaces. And honestly, it makes everyone around everyone else happier if people have these skills because they know how to communicate with each other. They know how to handle themselves. They know how to organize themselves. So it is really beneficial to your future and getting things done and doing what you actually want to do. It's kind of like just keeping you focused through whatever in the world you want to do now or in the future. Soft skills can be particularly helpful if you want to get people to buy in to what you're doing. So, for example, say you want to start a business or you want to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you want to do a job that helps people. These skills are important for any of those things because not only do you want people to buy into what you're doing and, get information from you, you give information to them, but also, if you're going to help people, you need to make it a practice to understand how to develop those skills to help people. And we all know, you can't really help people at your best until you help yourself first. And some of helping yourself means acquiring skills you need to do that better. One more reason that I think you should consider for developing your soft skills is it is very valuable for making the best of your time. So sometimes people are frustrated and stressed, or sometimes even a little down, just because they haven't developed or they're not using their skills to manage themselves and their time and their relationships with others more effectively. If you practice and apply soft skills, that will get better. And it really does help you kind of organize your mind, your relationships, your life, so that things flow more smoothly for you. How to develop soft skills. There are YouTube channels on the subject, such as this one, and others. Fiction, believe it or not. That's something that I always try to communicate to teenagers, especially who don't love reading. Reading fiction is basically reading about life in the form of a story. There's so much you can learn about people, about life, about experiences just by reading fiction books. And, do ones you're interested in. Find out which ones you're interested in and go with that. And we'll talk more about that later as well. But the last one is read books. Whenever I have felt like there's some knowledge that I'm missing and it was bothering me, and I felt like, surely there's some way that I can understand this more so that I'm not feeling like ill-equipped to deal with this situation or whatever. I've found a book that helps with that. I don't know, that's just something that's always helped me. So I'm going to mention some books that might be a good place for you to turn to if you're interested. Some of these are for teens. Some of them were not directed towards teens, but obviously if you and your parents and whatever feel like it's appropriate and you think it'll be helpful, by all means. So the first one is Growth Mindset. There's one that I think was kind of geared towards adult, and then there's also one for teens. 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Life Skills for Tweens. How to Talk to Anyone. Soft Skills for Hard People. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Atomic Habits, which I'm actually reading right now just to get into better habits. And if you haven't heard of it, it's very well known. It's a very big book that has helped a lot of people. Self-Compassion. This book helped me so much. I have struggled, and some of my students that I've had know I've struggled with anxiety, and my form of anxiety has always been like I can be kind of self-critical. And this book really helped me deal with that and become a lot better at it. It's like a life-changing book in my opinion. So if you're hard on yourself, really suggest you going and getting that book. There's also a workbook that goes with it if you want one. And then the last one is called 6-Minute X-Ray. Now, I haven't read this yet, but I really want to. The man who wrote it has a channel on here, and he has just so much experience with reading body language. And so it's really about that. I've kind of been getting into that more because if you can read people's body language, that just things they're not saying, literally just their body language, it tells you so much more about people so quickly. And that's a skill to be able to really interpret what people are telling you or not directly telling you. So that's it. That's the list. I'm sure there are plenty of other books out there similar to these, but I just wanted to give you a quick list of things in case you guys are interested in acquiring any of these skills by reading a book. I hope this was informative, helpful to you. We will get back onto these topics with the next video. So I will see you then. So take care. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.